Lexus NX is the Japanese company's antidote to formulaic European design, facelifted for a second time since its launch in 2014.
Sitting a rung below the BMW X5 rivaling RX, the NX has been a big seller for this relatively underrepresented brand, accounting for almost a third of its European sales and in 2017 outselling the CT200H Luxo hatch at a ratio of 3:1. A large part of its appeal has always been the acute, concept car-esque geometry of its bodywork.
For 2018 the changes are subtle but prolong the impact of the head-turning looks that make it almost a caricature. You are next to the more restrained looks of the Volvo XC60, Audi Q5 and Mercedes-Benz GLC. The gaping spindle grille is now more aggressive, and flanked by more deeply recessed air intakes.
The bumpers have also been finessed and the LED headlights are not only sleeker in design but now incorporate Lexus's adaptive high beam system. The indicators now illuminate in a sequential fashion, in the style first seen on expensive Audis.
Lexus has also given the NX its Safety System Plus technology, which comprises a pre-collision warning and emergency braking system, adaptive cruise control, adaptive high-beam headlights, lane departure warning and road sign assist.
The last of those reiterates speed limits and such on the infotainment display.
One more thing, Lexus has axed the 194 bhp 2.0-liter turbocharged NX300T for 2018, leaving the hybrid 300 hours tested here as the only option.
The grade structure has been simplified to SE, Luxury, F Sport Premier Pack and, at the top of the pile, Premier.
The interior remains a highlight, even if the instrument dials still sit unusually low and the enlarged infotainment screen, now 10.3 in, sits awkwardly atop of the dash.
Lexus does cabins very differently to the German marques, with copious switchgear and the use of novel materials to clad an architecture that favors rigid strata over flowing curves. Build quality feels very high indeed, and the driving position is widely adjustable, with well-bolstered seats. The driving experience is frustrating and effortless almost in equal measure.
It's characterized by a ride that's satisfactory on good roads but brittle everywhere else, and a method of propulsion that's laudably refined at a cruise but raucous under acceleration. As such, the NX300H only really hits its luxurious brief a portion of the time, and never truly settles.
To get the best out of the hybrid drive powertrain, a system consisting of a 4-cylinder petrol engine, an electric drive motor and a slave motor, all permitted to spin independently through a planetary gearset, you have to play by its rules. Carpet grazing throttle inputs are rewarded with an unpleasant flurry of revs, so smooth, quick progress is a matter of conserving momentum and gently massaging power out of the hybrid drive when you can.
No change there, then.
The NX300H is, however, capable of impressive cross-country pace, with well-controlled body roll and intuitive steering. A shame, then, that the recuperative brakes still feel over-assisted, springy and thus difficult to modulate.
In low-speed traffic, the NX300h remains a cut above its unelectrified rivals thanks to ability to glide off the mark silently.
You have to experience this to realize how calming a sensation it is, particularly in comparison to the stop-start systems on non-hybrid rivals, which are constantly firing up the engine.
It depends on your priorities.
The hybrid powertrain is going to feel recalcitrant to keen drivers familiar with a traditional setup, and, despite its accuracy, the artificial feel through the steering won't be welcomed either.
An Alfa Romeo Stelvio is in another universe in terms of involvement.
Not that such things will necessarily bother those of more steady-state driving habits, be it motorway cruising or a congested commute.
In either scenario, the electric share of its powertrain means the NX300h is quiet and refined, even if the low-speed ride to sometimes fire shockwaves into the cabin.
And that's the big compromise, because it means the NX300h has a very narrow operational bandwidth, smooth roads at a cruise, basically, where it really impresses.
As such, it's difficult to recommend the Lexus against the butter-smooth Audi Q5 or the more dynamically appealing BMW X3, charismatic as the Japanese SUV is.
The NX300h's trump card is its efficiency. Carbon dioxide emissions are rated at just 121 grams/km, which betters even similarly powerful diesel rivals and means benefit in kind rates are low.
For many, the indulgence of the interior and the unusual design will be enough.
Test location: Feltham, on sale now, price £34,895, engine 4 sills, 2494cc, petrol plus 2 electric motors, power 194 bhp, torque 152 pounds-foot, gearbox CVT, curve weight 1,785 kg, top speed 112 miles per hour, 0 to 62 miles per hour 9.2 seconds, fuel economy 55.4 miles per gallon, CO2 plus 117 grams/km, rivals Audi Q5, Volvo XC60, BMW X3.